Welcome. Last time we met up, it was the Virgo full moon, the worm moon, and we were in between dimensions, shifting, elevating into a new dimension, a new frequency. But this frequency is us. It's a being thing. It's not a doing thing. It's a being thing. Now, we may need to do to be, but we're not being to do. We're untwisting it. And we may just need to be. We just be. We have to be us. We're being called to be us. We're seeing it very clear. We're seeing it very clearly. And we've expanded to understand that our twin is us, like actually us. And we're doing the work to expand our soul with our spirit, and we're in the time of expressing love. We're feeling called to express love because we've seen clearly within. We've seen something clearly within. We've seen love. We've seen fear. We've seen, sadness and happiness. We've seen it all. We're ready to expand. We're ready to create anew. And this has to do with we're accessing a clear solution, and that's how a clear truth. Remember, this is how we shifted dimensions, and this is connected to the bridge of the land of the in-between, where we're meeting up. We're meeting up here, or we have met up here. We've met up here. I know I've met up here. This has happened in real time on my journey, and it's been beautiful, and we're becoming whole. We're becoming whole. And it's really understanding like the gift of your twin. It's being able to have a mirror held up of yourself and being able to expand with love of yourself. Now, and it's understanding that what is your, we know what our twin needs because we know what we need, down to our soul's essence. But we're not worried about that because we're expanding the self. We're expanding the self right now. This is all happening, we know, through the first house. But as we expand the first house, we are also expanding the seventh, and that is our connection to partnerships. So we're expanding partnerships, and we know we've been in a time of dissolving what no longer needs to go. And this has to do with using technology with wisdom. We're in the time of understanding how to use technology with wisdom. And there's a direct message. We're going to find out what it means. The High Priestess is here to help the masculine express love. And remember, feminine, you have masculine within you. Masculine, you have feminine within you. So we're all doing this together. We're being called to express love. That is now the time we're in. And it has to do with we've healed with conflict from within. We've used the Hermit. This was activated with this full moon in Virgo. We went within and this isn't a time of meditation. We became aware. We became aware of what the conflict is. That we became aware of the programs. We become aware of the programs. And now it's time for us to be expanding in the present moment with love, focusing on source, focusing on the love, like really feeling the love in the present moment and expanding that. It's an energy. It's a feeling. Using frequency and understanding like it's all within us. We're learning how to navigate with us, with our energy, through anything. It's like the world's not changing around us without. We are in alchemy within. This has to do with the Father of Cups, the masculine. We're healing from our insecurities with the Father of Cups. And this is going to be able to use if we're sensitive, we're going to be able to nurture ourselves and our insecurities. We're going to be able to heal them with love. And what is happening is we're healing love in partnerships, but we're being shown how to do that through the self. And this is allowing us to expand right now with the Knight of Cups into this wish fulfillment. We are in a time of wish fulfillment. And we've worked for these wishes. We've worked for these wishes because we're expanding compassion with our heart. And this is how we're continuing to build the bridge of the land of the in-between. And for those of you that have been joining us here, you know what this bridge is about. This bridge is this place right here. And we're meeting up on this bridge to express love from within to without. We're expressing it. But that's because we're growing, we're expanding through the center point, and we're understanding what this means because we're expanding with us. Our twin is us. Okay, now I'm being called to share this message. Where did we go here? How we shifted dimensions, and then we're going to expand off that. So I feel like, let's go. Let's just go. Determination and resolve through bold action. A woman walks alone on the water towards some distant goal. The water is a symbol of emotions, which she has mastered, risen above, and are now a supportive presence in her journey. The parasol in her left hand represents a shelter she carries with her, expressing a competence in providing for her own needs. The double-edged sword she holds in the right hand, the side of action, cuts both ways and is thus a symbol of both construction and destruction. She's achieved wholeness with truth and the element of air, which is the mind, because she's gone home to the singular mind of the heart. The Ace of Swords, like all aces, represents the beginning. Being the suit of swords and associated with mental processes and struggle, this fresh start carries with it an acute awareness of the ending that preceded it. So we accepted the ending in order to get here. This is where we left the mind of duality, where our twin was separate than us, and we came home to the singular mind of the heart to understand that our twin is us, and it's time to expand our soul with our spirit. That's our mission. At a new level, because we're all understanding we're at different levels. This is our spiritual quest. We're having more kindness and tolerance and compassion for the alchemy of our inner universes from within to without, because we've stepped into a deeper level of co-creation. Remember, from a nightmare into a dream, and then we woke up within that dream, and we woke up within reality. To understand we have a lot more power here to co-create, and we may not be in control of the waters we're in, but we're each in control. Well, we're in charge. We're not in control. We're in charge of our ship, our energy ship that we're sailing, which is us. And we discussed this. You know, these cards are here, right here, right in front of my face. Right here. This is where we're in between dimensions and we're shifting. And we shared this message. Nothing is as it seems, being true to ourselves. And this is where one twin is more conscious and aware, while the other one is waking up. And we officially know that this is happening because the other twin is waking up because of all this work that we're doing, and we're activating with this mission with the voice of the earth, and this is mission work and expanding here with healing with life and growth. And next time we meet up, we're going to share this message, because this is where we're at. This is being activated with this new moon in Aries. Twin energies, reconciliatory union, strengthen your commitment. And it has to do with this bridge that we've been building. From working with the self, the first house. Okay. So we're having a new beginning, but we had to have an end. However messy it might have been, this particular beginning is clean and sharp. It ushers in a new phase of intellectual comprehension and understanding, and is supported by all of the guiding principles of the Suit of Swords. The intents of intelligence, reasons, justice, truth, and clarity. While we all wish to live a life free of difficulties and strife, it is through painful life experiences that we gain the most wisdom. In hindsight, we can be grateful for the adversity that led us to understanding and knowledge. However, in foresight, we are often frightened that the very same adversity and dubious... Wait, let me get this straight. We are often frightened of that very same adversity and dubious of its redeeming qualities. This has to do with using this sword. We were asked to use the sword, remember, to cut free our 10 of Cups, because we were previously creating 10 of Cups, right? But it wasn't high vibe enough. It veered off course, and we had to see how that there was love in lust, that there was positive in the negative, and see the connection to everything, to the all, and expand through the center point, which is where we go from fear to love. And you see the growth with right there through the center point with the lotus. Okay, now we've done that. We've taken our 10 of Cups that veered off course. It wasn't high vibe enough, because we were putting patterns of separation and wounding from our trauma and childhood trauma within this. We've been clearing this out. So we cut it free, and we looked within. We know in order to do so, because remember, we're expanding through the first house, through the self. We're raising our frequency, and we're getting closer to our authentic being, which is love. And we already are this. We don't have to do it. We just have to be it. So we're in manifestation of co-creation of our 10 of Cups. And this is high vibe. This is in alignment. This is on course. It's on track. And it has to do with the 2 of Cups. And it has to go from night to day, from a nightmare into a dream. And we wake up within this dream. We're in a time of wish fulfillment, which has to do with the change in frequency and the star and the 4 of Cups. I mean, the 4 of Wands, which is our connection to what we're building here, this new world. And that has to do with this. This is building this, the bridge of the land of the in-between, that we're meeting up on to express love. Because we're healing with the fact of the story of us, that this is all the story of us, and it's bringing us to this place. But in order to do this, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to expand our soul with our spirit and stop trying to manipulate forces without. That's of the old. This is expanding from within to without, and laser focusing on love and source energy within the present moment. And understand that we've been tricked. We can't lose love. We can't lose ourselves. We can't lose our counterpart. We can't lose our connection to source energy. Okay, we're healing with time. We're healing with love. We want to express love. We're being called to express love. Okay? let's see, is there any more in this message? So it needs to be shared. So this is, we've been granted a path forward. Trust yourself, your mind, your instincts, and act upon them. Okay, so let's expand off this. Something shifted with our energy, and next time we meet up, we're going to share this series of messages here, and we're going to expand. Because this is where we're going with this new moon in Aries. With this official new beginning. So we're finding our way. We're finding our way forward. With love in the present moment. And the more present we are, we're being aware of those programs. We're not our past. Our past is nourishment for our present moment. We're not our mistakes. We've had experience in order to co-create a new. No fear, no worry. We're not feeding into that. We're expressing love. We're having faith. We're trusting. We're knowing. We've gone beyond believing. We're knowing. That's what happened when we did this, and we shifted dimensions. It's a deeper level of trusting ourselves. Deeper level of trusting creation. Okay, so Call of the Muse. This is expressing ourselves through frequency, even maybe even being called to dance. Close encounters as we shine through. So our light is coming through. We're gonna get one message. Our light is shining through. There it is. Let it go. Look, it has to do with the cord. We got this message last time we met up. Spiritual slumber, now is the time to wake up. And it has to do with the other twin waking up further. Seeing the light literally expanding because of what happened here. And seeing that how we're connected. Look, there's a blue string between her. Her body, the elemental within her, which is this figure, and then her hands are in prayer in front of her heart chakra being illuminated, and there's a blue string that's holding this earth in balance. And it's connected to our connection. I'm sure you've heard the red string of fate, faith. How we're connected to our counterpart. We're connected to what's of us. This is about what's of us. But we're so healing from being focused on our counterpart without. We're focusing on us, our authentic us, our soul within, and expanding our soul with our spirit. So we're letting something go here. Forgiveness, healing, resentments. Shedding the role of the eternal martyr. Letting go of victimhood, cutting the ties that bind you to a destructive story. Releasing pain so you can move into the lesson it offers. Relinquishing the need to be right. There are times in life when you must forgive, lest you become a hostage to your anger, frustration, disappointments, and resentments. This is not about condoning bad behavior or minimizing a hurt done to you. Forgiveness is simply a commitment to stop telling an old story so you don't carry its burden anymore. If you don't forgive, old hurts fester and become distorted, causing you pain over and over. You become trapped in a prison of your own making, tied to the story that you were a victim. It's time to cut the invisible cords attaching you to the situation and preventing you from moving forward. The truth is, you are victimizing yourself every time you recreate the unresolved hurt in your mind. or speak of it with friends rather than allow this fully to repeat. Surrender the situation to a higher power. And that's the time we're in. We have to let it go. Look, that's blocking our manifestations right there. That's blocking this. Blocking this. Why? Because we're co-creators and we are co-creating a victim template. We have to be in the energy of what we're creating. We have to be in the energy of our 10 of Pentacles and our 10 of Cups. Well, 10 of Cups, realistically, because it's our emotions. We manifest with our emotions. It's that charge. Our thoughts are the antenna. So our thoughts need to be on point. If our thoughts are in victimhood right there, our manifestations are out of alignment. We're not in alignment with our heart. We're in fear. We're caught in worry. We're caught in anger. Look, we're healing the wrath template. Focusing on the lust template, the death template, now on the wrath template. This is about, what is anger? It's just pain we're projecting outward. That's why it's a secondary emotion. We're projecting fear or pain outwardly. We want to heal that. We want to transmute the pain. We want to use it as fuel to get to where we're going. We want to use it as fuel to create this. So there's something within us, like we need to let go. And like, this is the time that we've been seeing. And this is really what we're doing with this sword. We have to let go of our ego. Like, our ego has been holding us back. Our pain has been holding us back. Our pain has been keeping us seeking pleasure out of whack. And, you know, our chi, our energy centers are unbalanced, and we've been healing that. Laser focusing, working with our endocrine system, our adrenal glands. We are still going to do this 21 days going stimulant free, certain stimulants, so stay tuned. We're getting there, guys. We're doing a lot of work. So we're shapeshifters. This is really about letting this higher power in and healing. Like, if we're going to continue to create with these old stories, we're just going to stay stuck in the past. How are we going to create a new? We have to create a new. We're getting into deeper level of co-creation. And it, you know, anyone who's studying Joe Dispenza's work right now, because Joe Dispenza's, he's working it. This guy is one of the leaders of building this new world. And remember, the new is built off the dawns of time. Not gonna get tricked, right? There is good and bad everywhere, dark and light everywhere, yin and yang everywhere. We're whole. We're healing through separation from separation. It's all one. So we're not repeating a situation. We're exiting it, but we're exiting this through pain. This hurt. This fucking hurt. We're not, it's like we burnt our hand on the stove. We're not going to do it again. Maybe we burnt our hand on the stove more than once. Maybe we burnt it 5 times, 10 times. We're not doing this again. This hurts. We're moving forward. This is a brand new beginning. And it's putting us in a time of radical forgiveness. Say no to drama in all forms. Forgive yourself and others for engaging in it. Consider the ancient Hawaiian practice known as Ho'opapano, guys. Forgive me, please. The simple prayer is a beautiful way to begin the process of forgiveness. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's based on the idea that we are all responsible for the reality we see in the world. If something is awry, whether it's your perception, your emotional reactions, your judgment, and so forth, it's time for you to clean it up. Forgiveness is the key to a liberated and meaningful life, no matter what method you choose. Just do it. Yeah, it's time for us to just do it. So where are we going? And I'm feeling called to get these 2 Ten of Cups back into the deck. Where are we going? We're going to the Tattoo Tarot. And next time we meet up, we're going to officially crack some more code on where we're going. But we're letting it go. Gotta let it go. We just gotta be. We're not our past. We're not our mistakes. It was experience to understand a deeper level of co-creation, a deeper level of us, to to get to where we're going. We're going to use our past as nourishment for our present moment. We're not going to get high off nostalgia lane. And if we are, we're going to just get back focused on being present again. And that's what Joe, you know, anyone who's doing Joe Dispenza's work teaches you. And if not, check it out. He teaches you how to be present within the present moment and heal from the programs of our past. And allow, you know, our DNA to change. Because we're changing the story. We're not our past. We're letting it go. We're not those programs we tell ourselves. We are our soul expanding with our spirit. We are divine. And we are more than one thing coming together to be multidimensional and understand what that means. To be free. Okay. But we're healing from, I feel like, the burdens. Like these, okay, these double-edged swords. Remember, our truths are double-edged. They carry the negative and the positive within them. They're whole. So we've been tricked to think, you know, with these, all these storybook, happy ending romance movies, man, all this stuff, like it's, let me come back a little bit there. Come back. Thanks, guys. Okay. All these storybook endings and stuff like that. That this isn't that. That this is whole. This is whole. This is real. This is raw. This isn't a program. This is reality. This is real life. And what that means. What that means. The moon. This has to do with shape-shifting. And remember, the new moon in Aries. And this has to do with this. And this change in frequency. Because we've cut ourselves free from our past. We're letting it go. We're co-creating this higher vibe. 10 of Cups. We're manifesting it. Yeah. With the King of Wands, remember the King of Wands is in between dimensions. He shifted. We found this out last time we met up. And this is Aries. This has to do with this new moon in Aries. There's an activation. We're coming together and expanding with this new moon in Aries, and it's connected to this card that's on the floor. Yeah, we had to go. This has to do with the ending to begin again. There's a tower moment here. There's a tower moment. Had to let something go. What is this connected to? I'm feeling to go this way. What is this connected to? A burst of magic. It cleared it out. It's a complete clearing. So we can make a power move. And it's a power move of the heart. This has to do with the shift of the heart. Remember, there's a tower moment where we heal with the energy, where we heal with the masculine. We're going down. It's all being cleared out. But it's in order to clear it all out for this burst of magic. And this is that lotus that we just discussed right here. As we expand through the center point. And it's with this heart and it's with this activation that we're going to share next time we meet up. Right here. Spiritual slumber. Now is the time to wake up. With a heart chakra activation. And it's a power move now. All right. I can hardly wait until we meet up next time to expand. Until then, you know I am sending it to you, those good healing vibes. I love you. Take care.